So this may not be as exciting to you guys as it is to me, but there might be some of you out there that's kind of excited about it, and I apologize if the camera's a little shaky. I'm actually having to hold it this time instead of putting it on a tripod, because the tripod is being used for the upcoming live stream coming up on Sunday. But my production computer for Pan Spinning Studios, for a lot of what we do here, especially all the video stuff, is about to get an upgrade. I'm going to be able to actually edit video in a lot faster of speeds now, which is going to be great. And I also am going to be able to use VR, so we might be able to get some trial units there to give our impressions of VR and see how the use of it might come a little better. This is kind of a rough cut, and I apologize for that. I'm in a hurry. I want to get this into my computer quick. So we're going to do a quick unboxing of an ASUS GTX 1060, which got 6 gigabytes of onboard RAM. It's going to be great. I'm pretty stoked. Let's get to it. Well, here it is. I'm behind the camera now, so I sound different. But there's the box for it. I'm going to whip out this handy-dandy knife here and get it. And this is it's been a long time since I've done this kind of stuff while holding a camera, so bear with me. Carefully. All right. Let's get rid of all this here junk. All right, what do we got? We got Newegg wants me to try Blue Apron. No thanks. Sling TV used to be great, but now it's just too expensive. Packing list. And James just peeked his head in and said hello. He didn't know I was recording video. Look at that thing. That's a box. Hi, James.
Hola.
I'm giving the followers a look at this brand new, beautiful upgrade.
Looks beautifully.
Isn't it? Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna carefully. You see this thing? I always try to be really careful, and it's hard to do while you're holding the camera. Because I don't like tearing up these boxes, because you never know. I'll be holding this box for like, I don't know, the next 6-7 years, because I don't get rid of boxes. It says Strix all over. I can tell you, I've never heard of Strix, but apparently it means it's good. God bless. Cameras are stupid. Alright, let's see if I can strong arm this out of here. Oh yeah, look at that. No, I got him in frame. Yes, he was helping. Trying to make it seem like I was stronger than I was. Alright. Opening it up. Man, this thing is just so beautifully packaged. This is just great. It's like, wait, more foam. Look, here's foam. Guess what? More foam. Oh, that's that thing. So I should probably get rid of the top thing. I don't know what that is. We'll look at it here in a second then, because holy crap, that's huge. Look at that. I have nothing to give a comparison of how big that is. They would have to know how big that book is. Yeah, there you go. A lot of you might have these little external batteries, right? In my hand, yeah. Now sitting next to the graphics card. Look how gigantic that is! It's insane! Alright. I'm not doing this one-handed, so you guys are going to just have to wait a minute. I'm going to pull out. You'll be right back. Alright, there we go. I know that was quick for you guys. I'm the Flash, but look how big this is in my hand. Good Lord. It's got all kinds of those little plastic things that some people never take off of their computers, but I do. Yeah, no, that's just amazing. Absolutely fabulous. Alright, we're going to set this back in temporarily, because that's obviously I'm going to have to put that in the computer, which will be a little later in this video, because the computer is not in my studio, it's in my office. We're going to check out what this little doohickey here is. Probably just the connectors and software and such, but you never know. Lots of the ASUS things I've gotten are very proud of what they are, so sometimes they send stickers and shit. Alright, so we got some Republic of Gamer Velcros. Woohoo. I've already got my own cable management. What is this? World of Warships. Apparently it's a game, and I guess it, yeah, I don't know if it's already a free game, because a lot of those are nowadays. Graphics, processing, blah, blah, blah. You want to use these, because they're always going to be a behind in the graphics tech, but they've got the software that utilizes a lot of what's on the card specifically that NVIDIA may not give. Like this one has a bunch of stuff that ASUS added in, like not just the lighting, but it's got that too. All right. Next you're going to see me as me trying to get my computer out of where it is to do this. Yeah, so that's the computer. I built her about 5 years ago and haven't had all that much opportunity to do any real upgrades to it. The graphics was slightly upgraded not too long ago, which is why I'm able to do the League now, but it's just not quite up to snuff for graphics and gameplay recording and especially video editing, because I use the DaVinci Resolve software that utilizes the graphics card for all of its doing and on. This is kind of dark. This is what it looks like right now, but I get to shut it off by hitting this button and pull it out of here carefully so I don't hurt myself. Flip it on its side and put in the new card. You're just gonna have to forgive that I'm not turning any bigger lights on this because I don't want to go get them. But yeah, with the water cooling, everything, big thing on the bottom. We've got 2 different cards. Now, a lot of people don't actually know you can do this. Got my big dirty EVGA that's going to be repurposed on top. The 750 Ti is going to be repurposed into another computer. This one's going to stay, even though it's several generations behind at this point, because as long as it has the physics generator on it, it will. You can offload that physics processing to it and speed everything up overall. And I doubt that I'll need it, but anything can help. Yeah, judge me. Nobody has an organized tool bag unless they've got OCD. Also, overkill? Probably. Let's see. But it gets the job done, you see? Oh no. I can't do it. Ah! There we go. Alright, 2 screws, because all these cards nowadays are gigantic and have 2. They take up 2. Now the wonderful thing about my board, you may not be able to see this, but instead, where are we? There we go. Instead of little little snaps that go in on the expansion slots, it's got a little pushy thing, and it pushes it so that you can just wiggle out the graphics card. So this is the old one. You'll notice I like multiple fans on my cards. Let's get oriented here so we're not all crazy seasick. I like dual fans because you want as much cooling as possible. Hence all the fans on the new one. Let's walk. My office is disorganized. Y'all gonna deal with it. So there's the old one. 750, 2 generations behind. And that would be your standard big card, right? So I kind of reboxed it. I was trying to move it. We will grab this here new one and just give you another size comparison. Old to new. Isn't that amazingly, seriously crazy stupid? Look at that. End to end. It is, what, 4 inches longer. Like, I've never had to worry about something fitting in my case before today, and today I do. I might have to do some major modifications to get this to fit. I hope I don't. To all of you folks that don't like to take the plastic protective off of things, like, say, the big one I took off of the bottom here, this beauty plate, don't do that with computer components. You take them all off all the time. I don't care if it gets dusty and dirty. That kind of stuff holds heat in, no matter where it's in, and will cause long-term effects to your situation in motherboards, in processors especially, and in graphics cards. Do not leave anything that adds an insulation. Now let's see if this will slide in without issue. Alright, so it's lining up. I may have pulled a rookie maneuver and left the plastic thing on, and I did. Alright, doing this off camera, you can't see me take it off. What is this thing? Because any good card manufacturer is going to protect all of the sensitive bits, and any really tired, sleep-deprived internet entrepreneur like myself will forget to take it off and then embarrass himself in front of the world. All right. Clicked into place. All right, so here's another example. Beautiful, beautiful Republic of Gaming ASUS marker. Plastic strip. Even that. Even though it's not needed necessarily in the process of running and cooling this device, you still take it off. And something I didn't notice until just now, looking in the pictures always make the card look like it cuts off right about here, and the rest of it is just added, you know, cooling and for the cooler. Cooling for the cooler, yeah, that makes sense. But, as you notice now, if you can see, the card actually just indents down and is still part all the way back. But, and clearance is good. So if you've got a full tower, you probably won't have a problem with the 1060 in this form. They do make a smaller version of it, but they don't make it in the 6 gigabytes in the smaller version of it. The extra space, I believe, is for the extra extended memory in the card. Let's dig around and find us a power port, because this does take an 8-pin power. And because of how my power supply does this, the 8 pins are an addition to. All right, so sorry I figured it out off camera. My power supply, which is a CPX style, so it's actually a lot bigger in form factor to fit the case. The way that it does its modular PCI is a 6 with an 8th addition, and I had to figure out where that went. Now I'll just have to do screw it in, and technically I'll be done, but I've got a few other things I'd like to do, but I'll do that off camera because that's boring for you guys. It's off. I'm going to reach back behind and turn the power supply on, so that little light goes. Ooh, it's even got a little light there on the card that lets it know that the I just hope that means that everything is A-OK, but we'll find out right now. Turned it on and it's starting to pulse. Let's check the fan clearances. Rocking. Pretty actually, if you know, you may be hearing it a lot, but it's actually a lot quieter than it used to be. Even though I added a whole additional another fan. Here, watch this. Let's get the lights. Let's bring the lights up a little in there. Not bad. I get to work through all the bugs right now, and I think I know what's happening. But as far as it goes, everything's working, or it seems to be, so let's go. Well, lucky for you guys, I don't have to go through all of that with you on air, but yeah, there was nothing wrong. It's just, it was defaulting to the wrong place because the computer was confused. Its primary graphics was gone. Anyway, looks like it's working great, so yeah, I might tag in some extra footage here of what it looks like after getting it all set up. So, game footage or something, I don't know. Let's do it.
Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown. Demonic presence at unsafe levels. Lockdown in effect.
I know, real pro. Just recording video with the video editor in the background. Woohoo! Aren't I a badass? Anyway, so yeah. I caught a short clip there, and as you noticed, in about a little bit in there, the sound disappeared, and I'm not positive that that's the GPU's fault. I've been having some issues with sound lately, but it did glitch out the video quite a bit too. So it being on ultra maximum is probably having to do with most of that, and while recording. So I'll figure that all out, but I am absolutely amazed with the performance of this. I tested it before turning the recording on, and it was on ultra, fantastically. I have never seen something like that before, so I'm happy. If you've got it, go get one.